There we go. Welcome. Welcome to another exciting episode of the WDWpov live stream show. Marcus will be joining me in just a few minutes. We're just finishing up dinner. Bump this down a little bit. Oh my goodness. So if you hear me burping a little bit as the show's going on, that's the reason why. Because we just had some meatloaf and potatoes and green beans. That's pretty much it. But literally just finished over there eating my food, put my plate away, came over here, hit the buttons, and we're on our way. So again, welcome to the WDWpov live stream show. Let's see what we got here. I know Mary's out there. I think I saw her out there. Let's see, what else do we got going on here? We got Annette out there from the Jersey Shore. Greetings from the soon to be hit by a tropical storm shore. Yeah, that's not good news. And I think I see someone coming over here right now. Literally, this has been another one of those interesting nights. It's been an interesting week. He's stomping his way into the room. I'm not quite sure why he's stomping into the room, but he's stomping. He just ate too. Okay. So we're probably both a couple pounds heavier than we should be right now. But that's the way it goes. There, you make it. You'll move over this way so you can. There we go. Look at this. See, it's almost like we like each other.
It's only Monday. It's been another one of those.
Oh man,
another one of those days.
So you're gonna have to help me out with the. There's Anthony. Anthony's out there. Hi, Anthony. I'll pull this up here a little bit.
Stan's out there.
Stan the man, or Stan as we like to call him.
Mary's out there.
Yeah, it is only Monday. I know, Mary. It's only Monday. Boy, oh boy. I hope this week is not such a horrible week. Here, we'll do that. We'll put it right in the middle this time. So, meatloaf and potatoes. Yes, Steve, it does. It was actually, well, we have to be honest, right? We try to be transparent on this show.
I did like the meatloaf.
You have to speak up.
I did like the meatloaf.
He did like the meatloaf. Usually it's a little juicier, but you know what?
It should be like Thursday already.
I know, really, T9. It should be already.
What is Stan doing?
I'm going to transition over here. There we go. That's a little better. Yes, the show will start in just a few minutes. Maybe about 20 or 30 minutes or 40 minutes. So, yes, Stan, the show is still going. It's still starting. We'll do this just to make you happy. There you go. See, we just did the little transition there. So now, you know, you can go to wherever you want, all the Facebook stuff, Twitter, YouTube, look us up, WDWpov. That's all you got to remember is 6. Do this right. There we go. When you see the mirror image of yourself, like, you know, in the camera, it's weird because, you know, like this. Okay, there, 5, 6, or I could do 5, 6. Anyway, so what's Stan say? No, thank you. I'm off
for the next 2 days and go back on Thursday.
Nice. And yeah, Steve's saying put some ketchup on it if it's too dry, and be lucky you got dinner. Yes, it actually was a little drier than usual. That's okay though. Not a big deal. In fact, what'll probably happen is we'll probably have some leftovers sometime over the course of the week. And Patty already said she's going to make some additional sauce for it. So it'll be perfect. So how are you guys all doing tonight? We took last week off. We've had some fairly busy times going on here. We actually have his grandma moved in to our house last.
I'm sorry, I think you mean your mother-in-law.
Well, my mother-in-law, your grandma, moved into the house last night, fairly late. And so for the last couple of 2, 3, 4 weeks now, we've been doing a lot of work, remodeling, fixing up an office. That is the office that we had talked about moving our studio over to. But plans change, things change, life changes. And so we made actually if you looked at it right now, you'd be like, wow, this is like a excellent looking resort hotel room.
Stan came to the wrong place, obviously.
No pressure, but I have a horrible headache. Hopefully you two can cure it. We'll try. Do you have any topics for us tonight, Stan? Because we're going to be using the topic randomizer. Now, I don't know if headache would qualify as a Disney topic, but if anyone, speaking of that, so tonight we are going to be using the WDWpov.
We can relate it back to Disney in some way.
We'll figure out a way.
Dr. Facilier got a voodoo doll with him, and now he's hitting his head against a table or something.
Okay, so headache works, right?
Yeah.
Okay, one of the topics we can put on is headache. So Anyway, so it's been a really busy week for us. We literally just finished the room.
Mary of Little Faith.
We just finished getting the room ready yesterday.
No, we did not
We
watch
did
Muppets
not,
Now.
Stan. I did not
I
get a
started
chance.
watching the 2015 The Muppets from
And they're
ABC
all
the other
talking
day.
in there. They're making lots of noise.
You realize that this is a house, right?
It is a house. But that's
This
the
is not a
beauty.
recording studio.
I get that. But yeah, we were going to make that room sort of a studio. But it looks like a nice suite at a Disney resort.
Keep telling
it really
yourself
does.
that.
Oh, it looks beautiful. I'll show some pictures here. Hold on a second.
No, I watched the first episode of The Muppets from 2015 just to see what I was missing.
And
I don't know. It's weird seeing the Muppets in a setting like that. It's more adult-like.
okay, so here's
Even though that's how the Muppets got their start.
if you looked at that, you'd say that was something like on the internet. You're looking at a room and you were trying to see if it's a room that you'd like to stay at. Here we go, right here. Here we go. Nice built-in cabinets and a bed and a marble top set of drawers there for all your clothing. And then this was actually me and Marcus a couple days ago. This was us in a moving van, moving the furniture, some of the furniture that ended up in there. So yeah, we had a lot of fun. We've been really busy. I've been sort of radio silent on Facebook quite a bit lately, and I apologize for that. Like I said, it's been a really thank you, Mary, thank you, Laura. Yeah, we tried to set it up as nice as we could for her, and she'll be here for the next month. Tentatively for the next month, and then she'll probably be going back to one of her other daughter's houses for a while, and we'll try to rotate a little bit to give everybody time with her as well as some time off. I'm just yes, that is grandma's room. That is grandma's room, Stan. So so that's where we're at. I mean, like I said, it's been the last few weeks, we've been just sort of zoned in on trying to get that room ready, doing stuff, non-Disney related stuff. So we've been a little bit quiet on Facebook lately. So hopefully now I'll have a little bit more time to get back on. Yeah, you can remove that if you want. Yeah. Would have been nice record. Yeah, it would have been maybe yeah, who knows, but we'll probably keep it as a bedroom for now for the foreseeable future. We'll see what happens. We still have our plan B, which is in the basement. We have a finished half of our basement.
And that's even debatable.
What, that it's finished?
Mm-hmm.
It's finished. It's definitely finished. And we're thinking of taking like one portion of the finished part of the basement and making it into a studio. Okay, so we'll keep you posted. We'll see. Things, like I said, plans change, things change, but that's what the plans are. So again, if you have tonight, we are going to be using the WDWpov live stream show Disney Topic Randomizer, patent pending, of course. And
soon to be getting a patent at a date.
And of course,
TDB.
It was so quiet in the house. What, to be determined?
TDB.
TDB? What's TDB?
I don't know.
Or TBD, whichever it is, to be determined, TBD. But we will be using that topic randomizer tonight. I do have some topics plugged into it already, such as Epcot, and let's see, what else do we have here? I have some of the standard ones I've kept in there, but I might take some of those out, like all the parks, Magic Kingdom, Blizzard Beach, Typhoon Lagoon, things like that. Epcot, Hollywood Studios.
BOTB, still not LL.
Yeah. One of the topics is Beauty and the Beast, still not live on stage. We might talk about that. We also have the ride maintenance was a suggestion.
They seem like pretty boring topics.
In terms of Splash Mountain.
They seem like really boring topics.
Did you know what happened to Splash Mountain? We can't talk about it though, because it didn't come up on the wheel. So we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about anything.
You did say that people could bring up.
Oh man.
Is our mic working?
Is our mic working?
Yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
People apparently are hearing us talking. Otherwise, for the last 12 minutes, we've just been doing this.
And then people somehow lip read everything.
Except for Steve. Steve would have a bit of a problem with that. So
He understood meatloaf.
Steve was commenting, so I have to imagine that he heard us. So wait, let me do this. I'm going to stop. Let me do this. Let me do that. Okay, there we go. Okay, go ahead. You can take it again. So anyway, Katie's out there. Hi, Katie. Can finally watch. I'm always working on Mondays. That's no fun. I mean, I work on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, sometimes Saturdays and Sundays, but usually Monday through Friday. And again, yeah, work schedule has been sort of weird for me too. Mary says, I took off today. You need to do that. Yeah, Katie, just take a day off. Take a holiday. I don't know. Just
No, Steve, we did not add that.
Did we add a syncing log to the topic generator? Well, actually, no. Yes, we did, because it's ride maintenance, which the syncing log is part of that. Okay. Got it. Yes. So Callum's out there. Hey, how's it going, Callum? How you doing? Yeah, we're just getting into our possibly figuring out all the things we're going to be putting on the topic randomizer. Mary says,
Click.
yeah, remember the background news is giving Stan a headache. Yes. Noise. The background noise is giving Stan a headache. So how much background noise do you hear right now? I'm just curious, because it was really interesting. While we ate dinner, we were very quiet. Everybody was real quiet, hardly talking at all. As soon as we came in here to start the show, they started chatting away. So yeah, I am actually curious though. If you hear, how much background noise do you hear right now? How much of the conversation can you hear, or is it just us that you can hear right now? So, T9 is saying I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, today, yesterday, tomorrow, next week.
She just said today, Sunday, and Tuesday twice, essentially.
I know, basically. Yeah, Mary says it's noisy. Yeah. So that's even more reason to open up our studio downstairs, because it's nice and quiet down there. What'll probably happen is they'll probably all start deciding it's fun to go down in the basement while we're recording and make noise down there. What do you think? It's like a restaurant. You hear the next table. Okay, so you don't actually hear speaking. You just hear sort of the mumbling. Yeah, Stan says we can't make out words, but can hear them. And I've sometimes I've played with the mic, because there are some settings where I can turn the gain down. So basically, if we turn the gain really low and then brought the mic right in front of us like this, we could talk and you wouldn't hear the background. But then you wouldn't see our beautiful faces.
Just
because
spin the wheel.
We'd be like this.
Just spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Yeah, we can't hear them talking about you. I think that is what's going on, though, right, Mary? I think you got it. So let's and Steve saying at dinner everybody was stuffing their face with food. Yeah, that's probably why. So nobody was talking. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Okay, so and he says that actually sounds much better.
What do you know? Maybe we can cure Stan's headache.
We're trying to get rid of your headache, Stan. So we'll do this, and we'll try and talk to you personally.
Why doesn't he listen to a couple Dwight Stones interviews while he's at it?
So we're going to talk directly to Stan Solo right now.
Why doesn't he listen to a couple of Dwight Stone
I don't
interviews while he's at it?
I don't think he knows who Dwight Stones is. Do you know who Dwight Stones is, Stan? We don't know. Do you know?
In the interview we watched, he was wearing a Mickey shirt.
He was wearing a Mickey shirt. That's correct. But that was how many years ago?
1974.
See, now if I turn the gain.
1974. So.
Okay, this is an experiment. Can you still hear us? Can you hear us? Yes or no?
46 years ago.
And now I turn the gain up a little bit, and we're going to see if you can still hear us. Dwight Stone. Yes, Dwight Stone.
Is it Stone or Stones?
Might be Stones. I'm not sure. Now, if we do this really, we could like make this like an NPR show.
It connects, because doesn't Disney own ESPN at this point?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And this was an old show that was on ESPN.
Classic.
ESPN Classic. So yeah, they can still hear us. So if I do this, I'm going to turn this all the way down. I've turned the gain all the way down. Can you still hear us?
Can they still hear us?
And can you still hear them?
No, not unless we turn these all the way down. Now they can't hear us at all.
Yes, now they can't hear us. Okay, so we can start talking about everybody out there and they won't hear us because we turned the gain all the way down, which is like muting it, right? So nobody can hear us. So what do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about Stan's glistening head.
His glistening head?
Isn't he bald?
What? What are you talking about?
I'm trying to make up something stupid to say.
Okay, so Stan says they can't hear them as much now.
Oh man, so he could hear exactly what I just said about him.
Until, of course, Jack starts making lots of noise. But we'll try this for a while. We'll talk to you personally, one-on-one, sort of like an old NPR show. Now they're talking about firebombs and breaking windows.
They couldn't hear that to begin with.
I know that, matter. But now they know what they said. They're talking about firebombs and breaking windows.
Not they, but
yes, actually, it's my mother-in-law's talking about that. So Steve says you can still hear us.
Can you see us?
Now, if we turn the gain way up, I wonder if you could see us. It's possible. Could be.
Today's topic. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Okay, now we need to do, you know what we need to do? You know what we need to do?
No.
Oh,
it's a Verizon commercial.
Yes, a Verizon. Oh my goodness.
Which is a majority of the continental United States.
Can you tell that we're a little tired and run down this week? Because, like I said, we did a lot of work the last couple of weeks. A lot of work. Moving furniture. Moving more furniture.
Nope, still can't see you. Oh.
Sorry. We tried,
It's
Steve.
a game problem.
We tried. We did try.
Maybe
a sponsor of ours. Verizon, yes. Can you see us now? Can you hear us now? Can you see us now?
AT&T, not our sponsor, obviously.
No, we've many times actually had, we promoted the hashtag blame ATT. Yes. Because we've had many issues with AT&T over the years, which is why
internet connection,
we're not using AT&T for our internet anymore. Yeah, yes, we've had birds in the chimney, blame ATT.
Our oven broke.
Blame ATT. Yep.
Our internet stunk. Blame ATT.
That's right. Sink gets clogged up. Blame ATT. So hashtag.
You see a stall at the fair. Blame ATT.
That's right. Let's do it right now.
Well, you just got. Well.
So here comes our sponsor for the night. Here we go.
Brought to you by
Blame ATT.
We're on Twitch.
Yes, we are. We're doing a triple cast tonight. We're doing a trifecta. We're doing.
First blame a router over 3-year-old.
We're doing Facebook. We're doing YouTube, and we're doing Twitch.
You obviously don't know what Twitch is for.
It's for gaming. I know. It is. I get that, but
it's for live streaming gaming. There's a difference.
Yeah, that's right. So just before coming on, I was reading an article about a 30-year-old that went to Walt Disney World for the very first time last month, and he went solo. Interesting, because that's his name. Very funny and well-written article. I saw an article today too. It was I think it was from Apple. It was Apple News or something like that.
I don't trust Apple News.
I wonder if it was the same article, Stan, because
I want to know why I can't just unsubscribe from their emailing list.
I don't know, but yeah, I actually had read an article today too. It's fairly lengthy. The guy was, talking about how here he is, barely wanting to get out because of the virus and everything, and here he is talking about going to Disney, which apparently he hadn't been to Disney much. So it was an interesting point of view about it because he really doesn't know a lot about Disney, and he was going during obviously one of the strangest times there is to go. So. Mary, I said, I started reading that and got interrupted. It was long. Yeah, it was long. The one I was looking at, if it was the Apple News one, very long article. I caught a little bit of it during a little lunch break, but it was a very long article. Anyway, so let's do this. So do you have any other topics? So far we have Epcot. We have Magic Kingdom, Beauty and the Beast still not live on stage. The ride maintenance. We have our wild card.
Well, what's the point of the wild card?
Oh, the Magic Band. Yes. How was he talking about? I think where he said something about, where they link it so that they can keep track of him, make sure where he's at, 100% of the time. And I think he made some comment then also about obviously also linked to his credit card so that he could charge things like, every little trinket and shirts and popcorn and, all kind of little snacks and things like that, which is pretty much true. And yes, Mary, we are also sick of COVID.
I'm sick of hearing people just talk about it.
That's right.
So
he doesn't even like the word. He doesn't like the word.
Well, it's been said so many times now.
I know. And Mary,
I would be so
we
sad
agree.
that she was going.
Why
is she commenting from YouTube now?
Oh, maybe she's watching on the big screen because a lot of people have been doing that. Where Holly's out there. Nice to see you, Holly. Nice to see you. Mary saying, yeah, he didn't like that Magic Band tracking him exactly. So yeah, it sounds like the same article that we all read. Yeah. Speaking of Magic Bands, yes. This is a standard one, standard Magic Band.
Version 2.
Also have my. Okay, there we go. My Star Wars Luke Skywalker.
Sure, that's Luke.
It looks like Luke.
Yeah.
Come on, look at that. Is that Luke? That's got to be Luke. Looks like Luke.
Mary, any reference to said thing that you were talking about gets on my nerves.
There, see.
Sometimes I'm on both, actually. Sometimes YouTube stays in sync better.
Ah, okay. She also does that when she's doing quiz show things because sometimes one's a little quicker than the other. And on quizzes, every second counts. So if you can get that answer in a split second before somebody else, it's worth it.
Speaking of which, I still needed to get my prize from that quiz that I won.
Oh, shut up. Yes, in the mail, actually. But that's okay.
No, not referring to this. There was another thing I did. That's Red 5.
Since that's Red 5.
So that's Luke.
Yeah. My favorite. That's my favorite Magic Band right there.
No, you remember that other quiz show we did?
Oh, you mean David?
Back? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got first place and he didn't give me a prize.
Yeah, we're supposed to get some coffee or something. I don't know.
I didn't get my prize.
I got
either. First place.
I didn't either. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, we're a little subdued tonight.
What did you win? It was supposed to be a gift card to a local coffee shop.
Yeah, which
it was supposed to be.
Which the coffee shops and everything were closed down for the last few months.
But they were giving them out when they were closed, so you could go and
go and pick it up. Yeah. So again, I'm sorry, we are definitely in a subdued mood tonight. We are very subdued. So
the thing.
Well, nobody's giving us any other topics.
Nobody wants any.
They don't. Apparently, they just want us to sit here and talk about nothing. We could do a show about nothing.
We've done that already.
But we could do a show about nothing. Do I still have that? Yeah, like this. We could do this. This is going to be a show about nothing.
We could talk about how quickly children grow up and then eventually they're out of the house.
Is that a hint? Are you like getting ready to leave already?
No. We could talk about how annoying facial hair is.
Yes.
You shave it, and then 2 days later it's back, and it's not long enough to shave, but it's too long. It's long enough that everyone notices it.
Mm-hmm. You notice we're just.
Is that coffee shop open? Yes.
Yes, the coffee shop is open.
Sounds like you have enough to spin the wheel. Oh,
Jack's here.
How about a game of Parcheesi?
About a game of Parcheesi. Who says that?
Donkey.
That's not Disney.
But he's played Parcheesi.
But he has played. But Eddie Murphy has been in Disney movies, right? Right. What's Callum saying? Well, the new
How
world
would that cause Magic Bands to be the?
Actually, Callum, it already announced they are phasing out the Magic Bands as of they're not giving them away with resort stays anymore as of January 1st, 2021.
It just seems so weird that they introduced them. They don't feel that old.
They don't seem that old, but I love the Magic Bands.
What would they replace them with?
Basically, you're going to use an app on your phone, sort of like My Disney Experience.
Okay, what about if nobody has a phone? Or if somebody doesn't have a phone?
They will still issue you ticket card type, like the credit card type cards, I believe. They'll still be issuing them. And you can still get Magic Bands, but they're not going to be free. If you stay at a resort, You can
Can
get
you
them at
link
a
up-
discounted rate, but if
Can you link one that you currently still have?
I believe, yes, you can. Yes, you
Oh,
can.
good. We'll be good for a while.
So-
then.
so-
we'll be good for a while.
Yeah, so as long as the batteries, they're about 2-3 years they last, and so that's I gotta call them out. I'm not happy about the Magic Bands being phased out. You can still get them
Yeah.
at a discounted rate if you're staying at a resort, but they're not automatically going to send them like they used
How
to.
much are they? Not discounted.
I don't know, non-discount. Well, I mean, it depends. If you get like a standard one, it's one price. If you get special edition, like Star Wars, that's another price.
Which, if you're gonna buy one, you might as well get a special one.
Yeah. So again, Mary's saying the same thing. Yeah, as long as the batteries hold out, you can keep linking them. There's a code on the back of it.
Also,
you can link to.
Epcot, they better keep. They better.
$10 is the cheapest one.
They better have the limited edition ones at least do something special at Epcot still, because they released those Flower and Garden Figment ones that made different lights when you scan them.
Yeah, I got my wife Flower and Garden
didn't
ones.
It die recently?
What?
It probably did.
What? The
It was
Figment?
it was an original variant.
It was an older style one. Yeah, it was one of the original style ones. But
So it's probably dead. It's probably dead at this point.
Which this one is an original style Magic Band too.
It's probably dead.
So yeah.
I think they're like $995 or $1,195. I'm sure not. I'm sure.
I think
that's
he
not what
means
meant.
$995 and $11.95. But that would
That makes way more sense.
But that would be a little steep to have to.
Oh,
They're yelling in the background. They're talking really loud. We're gonna have to move. We got to move. We got to move out of this house. What do you think?
January of 2020, they start. Well, not January of 2020.
2021. 2021.
Because Holly just said that she got hers for free.
Yeah, they're still doing it this year.
So, and Mary's busy. Mary's a busy person. She's always trying to get the answer out there. She can be wrong every once in a while.
Sorry, my kids are too loud. I couldn't hear you. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's been a rough couple of weeks. I'm sorry. 2021, Mary. We knew what you meant.
You want a do-over of
20. Wait, Mary, you're really messing up the numbers here.
You want a do-over of
20
million?
No, 20,202. Yeah, the year 20,202. It's a little off in the future.
Yeah, that is Siri for you.
We knew what you meant, Steve. We knew what you meant. And Mary's messing up all these dates now too. So I'll spin the wheel. I'll spin the wheel.
I've got stuff that's actually important to do.
Oh man, what's Holly saying here? I mean, the ones I got weren't free, but they did have free options. Of course, I had to get upgraded ones. Of course, you have to. I mean, you got a Star Wars.
We've been going how long now, and you and Mom are the only ones that got special variants.
Okay, and with that,
but we've been going how many times and how long now, and you and Mom are the only ones that got special ones.
Yes, true. Okay, let's see how this works. Okay, so we're going to share our wheel screen. There we go. There's our Wheel of Fortune. Maybe let me mess with this a little bit here. Let's see. What? I'm sorry, Mary's saying this is why I should comment on YouTube. The iPhone is being dumb.
So much for being smart.
And T9 says, I do not want a do-over. I just want it to be over already. Yes, that's probably a good idea.
Okay. Get back to us in 4 months.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you're paying, let's see, we're the ones paying. Why not get the special?
You didn't even pay for yours.
Well,
yours for your birthday or Father's
I got
Day
mine. Yeah, she got it as a gift for me, and I got her as a gift for her the Flower and Garden with Figment on it. So yeah, it works out that way. So we're going to do the Wheel of Fortune here. WDWpov
Oh wow!
live
Stan
stream
has a-
show.
Stan has a first generation that is
Oh, an orange bird. Nice.
and it still works.
Nice.
No,
Yeah.
that's just an aesthetic spin.
And again, this is a first generation one here too. So
Okay, I'm just gonna click the wheel.
wait a second. We
I
got
am
to see.
clicking.
Wait, let's look at the.
I am clicking the wheel.
Right now we've got more stuff on here than we probably need. I'm going to take Blizzard Beach off of here. Let's take that off.
And
We're going to take
Typhoon
off
Lagoon.
Typhoon Lagoon. We don't really care about that.
He
Animal
also has a
Kingdom.
Grand Circle Tour magic band he made.
Oh, cool. That's not a bad idea. We'll keep Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Beauty and the Beast live on stage, still not live on stage, and the ride
Oh, you
maintenance
got rid of
topic.
Animal Kingdom too.
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
But we're keeping the wild card. We're keeping the wild card.
Stan's clicking, but nothing's happening.
Okay, let's see if I can.
Is the wheel supposed to go this slow?
You know,
I am.
we have two mice here. We're fighting over.
Ah.
Oh, he just did. See, we didn't get to hear the sound effects. Beauty and the Beast still not live on stage.
Okay, I'll just let you talk for the next 10 minutes.
Okay, so Beauty and the Beast
Because I don't have
still
much of an opinion on this.
not live on stage.
But if they had my only opinion on this is if they do change it.
It's Mike Wazowski.
I can't believe it. I'm actually on TV. Okay, my only opinion on this is if they do change it, it would be a waste of a stage just to have it be like what are they doing for it?
They're doing an orchestra thing
Yeah.
right now.
I feel like a stage that elaborate and that big would be a waste just to be an orchestra.
Orchestras can be pretty big, though.
But I'm saying that elaborate, like with the smoke and the spotlights, they
Well-
wouldn't need those for an orchestra.
Well, here's the deal, though. Okay, the headline on one of the articles, and I knew it wasn't so much clickbait. It was true. This orchestra show is currently taking the place of Beauty and the Beast.
Which how do you do an
Live on
orchestra
stage.
like that?
What's that?
How do you do an orchestra like that?
Well, remember when we went to, what was it, a few years, 2-3 years ago? Probably 3. And it wasn't replacing Beauty and the Beast, but they had intermixed some of those shows. It was that Pixar. That was pretty cool. You got to admit, that was pretty cool. They did that Pixar concert type thing at the Beauty and the Beast stage. Yes, Mary. And that's what.
You mean they're not using actors?
Actors. Yes. So this, to me, it's going to be just a temporary thing. The article initially, obviously tries to get you to click on it, but it was basically, and I knew it was more than likely temporary. However, yeah, there is an issue with the actors right now with the union and, basically conditions that they deem as unsafe right now because they're on stage. They're singing, they're spewing out stuff, they're running next to each other, doing this kind of stuff.
And an orchestra sitting next to each other or spewing stuff through woodwinds and brass instruments.
Possibly, yes. And that was what I was curious about is how is that? I mean, I know it's somewhat different.
They're standing still and they're spewing it through an instrument.
Unless
and
they're
not
going to
running.
be spaced apart. Maybe they'll have the orchestra spaced 6 feet apart from each other.
How? That's not really an orchestra at that point. That's just a collection of people playing instruments because you don't have enough people there.
You could, on that stage, you could still do it, I'll bet. You could do it. But Stan said, Katie, it's a must do for our family, especially for Jack.
Okay.
Because he loves the smoke machines. And several times he's actually gotten to go to the sound stage portion with all the buttons, and he actually gets to do the smoke sometimes after the show's over, which is really cool. The crew there are excellent, and they recognize him. They're like, oh, I remember this kid. Anyway, Stan says he's seen it enough.
Well, according to that logic, I've seen Festival of the Lion King enough times. Why don't we change that too? I mean, that's getting old and boring.
And I've been on Space Mountain enough times.
Yeah.
I've been on Big Thunder Mountain enough times. You know, I
Be
know.
careful what you say right there.
Yeah, I know they'll probably
All of
change those.
Frontierland.
Yeah,
All of
Frontierland
Frontierland is
wiped
just
out, gone.
no shooting range. I mean, honestly, everything about Frontierland is gone.
Mary says, Stan, I might have to ask you to leave.
Uh,
You've never seen it, Holly? Oh my goodness! Can you?
You know what?
believe-
I've been on Star Tours enough times. They should just get rid of it at this point.
Holly, you've got to see it. I mean, it's good. It's a about 25-minute show, roughly, give or take, 25 to 30. I'll tell you what, Holly, if you've never seen it and you want to see it, go to WDWpov on YouTube, and we have it there. We have it. I'll see if maybe I can somehow figure out how to get to the link.
You know what else? I've been walking down Main Street too many times now. They just need to change
Just
it.
get rid of it.
That castle, I don't need to walk through it every time.
Yeah,
just get rid of
The
it.
castle's boring. Get rid of it.
Obviously, Stan's not responding to our antics here because he knows that his reasoning is faulty.
Stan says, I used to have season 2. Yeah, right. With the local symphony, I would enjoy the symphony. And I think it's going to be a good show. I don't think it's a permanent show. I think it's going to be just until the actor thing is figured out, till the safety issues are figured out. But if they kept it there, like interspersed between some of the Beauty and the Beast shows, I'd be cool with that, like they did with the Pixar shows.
Those were at night.
Those Pixar shows are really cool.
They set up giant screens, temporary.
I don't think it was at night. It wasn't at night.
They were evening-ish.
It was like afternoonish, I think. Yeah. But I would be good with that. I think that would be cool. Let's see. Yeah, Mary loves the show. Katie saying YouTube it. And again,
T9 is saying she likes it, but could use a change.
and in fact, like I said, I'm going to try and get the link on there for you, Holly, and see if I can figure this out while we're still doing the show. And he's using the mouse and I'm using the mouse.
Steve's catching on.
What's that?
There's a show that has a frog and a pig over at Hollywood Studios. People seen it several times.
Yeah, that's an old show. Get rid of it.
Should it go?
Nice, Steve. Nice. Oh my goodness. Here, you talk a little bit.
Oh yeah. Wait, does Stan like Muppets Vision 3D?
I bet he does just a teeny bit. Maybe just a teeny bit. The guy's got, I think.
You know what?
How many Kermits do you have now?
You know what? I've been in
getting personal.
I've been in Muppet Vision 3D enough times, and it's separating Star Wars. So I think they should just get rid of it.
Oh, look at that! Mary beat me to it. All right, there it is. There it is. So that is the link to Beauty and the Beast live on stage on our WDWpov live our WDWpov YouTube channel.
Toy Story Midway Mania, I've been on that enough times.
Oh,
I can play the video game at home.
I think we got it already.
No, I don't think you did.
Oh my goodness.
No, we did not.
In fact, Beauty and the Beast, believe it or not, I believe that was the very first YouTube video that we posted. Yeah, it was 25 minutes and some odd seconds, I believe. So yeah, there you go.
Well, I think we've talked this to death. I think we can go.
Okay. So do we want to do another spin? Do we want to spin the wheel again? I think
no, I meant like go.
What?
I legitimately have more important things to do.
We got to do at least 1 or 2 more topics. Come on.
We've done 2 topics. That's my favorite Toy Story Mania. Well, I've been on it enough. I don't think we need it anymore. Well, sorry, Katie. Just we don't need it anymore. I forgot. You're broken. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna put the YouTube video.
Fine, I'll spin the stinking wheel again.
And the Beast.
I'll spin the wheel again.
Live.
And I'll talk for 2 minutes.
Stage.
Wild
card. Looks like, well, it's still moving.
Wild card.
Woohoo! Wild card. So you get the pick. You get the pick. It's your thing. You spun it. You get the pick.
You made me spin. Mary made me spin. So Mary gets the pick.
Mary gets the pick? Are you sure?
Because she made me spin.
She made him spin. There we go. I posted it also on there, just with a little description on there. Live on, Beauty and the Beast live on stage at Disney's Hollywood Studios. See, it even has Holly's name in it. Hollywood Studios. How can you got to watch it? So after the show, though, don't watch it now. Watch it after the show. Stan saying, my point is that Beauty and the Beast show is something that I didn't bother checking out my last few trips. It's definitely not a must do for me, and I get that. I mean, if it weren't for Jack, also, we might not do it every trip. But with Jack, it's pretty much a must do.
Let's see, what is it?
I think they're playing Parcheesi in the room.
What is that show that they only do like 2 showings of at night at Hollywood Studios? I don't remember the name. I can't remember.
Phantasmic.
Yeah. My point is,
you remember the ending of it, though.
Yeah, I remember the ending of it. But
some imagination, huh?
That's not a must do for us. So why should they keep it?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's one that you can.
Tower of Terror. That's not a must do for me. Why do they keep it?
I like it. In fact, I think I've done Tower of Terror because my family doesn't like Tower of Terror.
Rock and Roller Coaster, not a must do. Why do they keep it?
Me and Jack do it. I do Tower of Terror on occasion they're watching Beauty and the Beast. But most of the time, I actually like watching Beauty and the Beast just to see Douglas, just watch his reaction.
No, Steve, I actually have something important to do because I've been in the middle of a biology lesson for almost the past.
Tell them what you did. Tell them what you did this week.
You mean last week? I've been in the middle of watching a biology lesson for the last who knows how many hours now.
Guess what he did last week?
It's not that long. It's just I haven't had an opportunity to finish watching it.
Go ahead. What did you do last week?
I dissected a shark.
He dissected a shark. How big was it?
Marcus should tell us how he feels about people who get on his nerves. I don't have people that get on my nerves.
Is that your topic, Mary? Is that your official topic?
People in Disney don't get on my nerves. It's the Disney people that get on my nerves, namely Stan, Rick, every other person.
He's not. He's having a hard time saying it with a straight face. As he's like, you could. Yes.
All of the more heavy set men that go to Disney.
They're not heavy set.
Stan, Rick, John Sakari. All of those.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, John, but he's just right about that. I'm sorry. But that's why he's known as the Big Fat Panda. And Big Fat Panda, we love you. We love you.
Just flatten all the parks and Marcus will be happy. No, that's not. You are putting words in my mouth.
Oh, man. But yeah, actually, so I'm plugging my POV, WDWpov YouTube channel. It's a nice channel. Doesn't have nearly as many subscribers as John Big Fat Panda does, but we're getting there. We're almost at 1,000. We're almost there. 964, I think, or 65, somewhere there. But yeah, we don't. Someday maybe we'll be up to Panda's editing capabilities and stuff. But yeah,
which I think you could do that after maybe a couple hours watching some online how-tos.
No, it'd probably take a little more than that. It's
12 hours of watching online how-tos and practice.
It's a skill set. It is. It's a skill set.
Lost internet due to the storm.
Oh, so I hope you guys are doing okay on that. So you guys are like what is the name of the storm? Isis or something like that. It's a weird name. I can't pronounce it. So in fact, I'd like to hear Stan pronounce this hurricane. What is it called?
I don't know.
I don't know. It just doesn't. It doesn't compute with me.
Question is, why do we want?
Thank you, Steve.
Isaias?
Yeah. I can't pronounce it even when I say it. But yes, Holly. If you're not a subscriber of our YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe. Our live streams go out every week on there, and then once in a while,
is it Isaias?
I try and pipe. Oh, I'll hold on one second. I don't know what it is.
I think it's Isaias.
Yeah. Okay. So they're okay, but yeah, I can't pronounce it. Mary can't pronounce it. I don't even think the news people can pronounce it. I hear it 3 or 4 different ways. Why did they name it that? Come on, make it something, like Hurricane Matthew. I mean, that was easy. That was easy to pronounce. We were there when Hurricane Matthew went through Disney, and that was interesting. That was,
So, what kind of person name do you think this is?
what's that?
What kind of person do you think would have this name?
I don't know. Somebody who
It needs
doesn't
to
want
go away.
people to be able to pronounce their name properly. That's all I can think of. Yeah, it needs to go away. It needs to go back out to the Atlantic Ocean and just go
I was
away.
voting for Hurricane Hannah.
Hurricane Hannah.
It might have hit Montana at some point.
Hurricane Hannah. Oh my goodness. Hannah Montana jokes. Wow. That's old stuff there, man. That is old.
So is Phineas and Ferb at this point.
True they are. But they have a new movie coming out, don't
Why?
they?
Just why?
I don't know.
I didn't need
know.
another movie. I was fine.
Katie said we're in Florida. We just got out of ice yesterday in Port St. Lucie. So hopefully you guys weathered the storm okay and not any big damage or anything.
I'm just gonna slink out of here, and you can't stop me.
I'm so annoyed that you and I were both there at the same time as Matthew. Yeah, I know, and we didn't get to see each other. That is crazy, though. Okay, so here, this is cool. Okay, this is cool. So as we're cleaning out the office, getting it ready for Grandma to move in, my wife found 3 or 4 additional 8mm digital 8mm videotape in there.
Oh, okay, I'm just going to slink out of here.
Hold
You're not
on.
stopping.
No, we're going to do
You're
another
not
topic.
stopping.
We're going to do another topic.
not
We're
stopping
doing
me.
another topic. But she found these. They weren't labeled or anything. And they're getting ready to throw it out. My daughter found them. She would have pitched them. So
I'm being held captive against my will.
So I put them in my 8mm digital camera. He's licking me. This is not cool. This is not cool. Come on, you got to come back. You're coming back. You got to sing the song.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You didn't. You snuck out and didn't sing it last week or 2 weeks ago. What's that?
This is a pacifist
It's a
protest.
pacifist protest. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I hit upon with these tapes. My daughter would have thrown them out. She was like, she would have pitched them. My wife, on the other hand, thought, there could be some good stuff on here. There is video of the kid who just slunk out of here, Marcus, when I believe he was 3 or 4 months old at Disney World. So I'm going to have some video gold that I'm going to be able to pull off of that. I haven't gotten through the other tapes yet, but again, I believe they are old vintage stuff from back in like 97, 98. One of the tapes that I also was looking through, it was 1 or 2 days after it was the Kilimanjaro Safari, either 1 or 2 days after opening day of Animal Kingdom. So you get to see the ride in its original form. I'll tell you what, it was a lot more boring in my opinion. They still hadn't gotten everything quite set up yet. They didn't have like all the animals staged as well as they do now, where they know their habits more. And they didn't really talk about the animals all that much. I think some of you, old timers out there probably remember the old, Simba 1, whatever it was, and you're trying to chase away some poachers or something like that. So that's the original storyline. Not a whole lot of information about the animals. They didn't really talk about them all that much. I was surprised. I thought they at least talked about the animals a little bit more. So, yeah, I think so. I think so, Mary. I do need a new co-host. Maybe we'll bring you on, Mary. I know you're itching to be on the show, right? We'll just say that I won't talk real loud so no one else can hear me, and I'll do it in my ventriloquist voice so that my lips aren't moving so much, and maybe nobody can read my lips, and only you can hear me. Okay, so yeah, definitely, Steve, some new YouTube material. If I get my editing skills back up to speed, I'm going to try and maybe pull some stuff off of there, even if I just pull some snippets for now, just to throw maybe even on Facebook as a little thing. Here's what we can do. This is the marketing mind going here. So what I can do is maybe I'll take like little 10 or 20 or 30 second snippets, put them on the show or on YouTube or on Facebook, as a little teaser thing and say, hey, look at this. You want to see the whole video? Come on over to YouTube and subscribe. Yeah, that's how you do it. Mary says, I need some new Disney pictures, but it isn't happening for me. I know. I'm in the same boat. I'm like going through my phone, and then, Time Hop pops up and there's some pictures from like last year or 3 years ago or 4 years ago or 6 years ago. And I'm like, I need some new pictures. I need some new stuff here. Rick is out there. Rick, hi, popping in, but we were getting on the plane in 15 minutes. You guys have a pleasant trip. I think you're timing it just right because you just missed Hurricane Isis or whatever it is. And so, yeah, Rick, keep us posted. We want to know what you're doing down there. I'm sure you'll be also mentioning stuff on Monorail Tales. So that'll be cool to see some of what you're doing. And I think you even have your own little Facebook page group or something that you threw together in the last couple of weeks to try and post some of this stuff. So have a magical trip, Rick. We really hope you have a good one. Safe trip and everything. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, definitely. Now putting the old noggin to work here, trying to figure something out. Let's see. T9 says, I need some Disney anything at this point. True. And Mary is saying, yeah, Rick, are you heading home or to Walt Disney World? I think I know where he's heading. Yes. Anyway. Annette says she's right at the beach in Jersey. Yeah. Not a good place to be with a hurricane. So anyway, so we are putting out requests for new co-hosts. So let me advertise that right now. A second here. Okay, there we go. So we're putting out our little ad for co-hosts. There we go. Yeah, and that's saying that they survived Sandy. That was not a good one there. That was a real bad one. And Katie says, I think I am going next week on my day off to Disney. I live an hour and a half. If you guys come down and want to meet, let me know. So yeah, maybe Rick will be able to try and find you at some point down there if he's got a chance. Mary says, yeah, accepting applications for singing co-host. Well, that is actually one of the cool things I thought we might try to do tonight, but like I said, we didn't get a chance to. But I was we'll still leave it for a future show. But one of the things we had to do when we move stuff into that other room and move stuff out of that room is actually right behind this screen, only about 5 feet away in that direction. I'll do the 2-finger point. In that direction is a piano. Yes. Yeah, no liquors need apply. That's right. And that no liquors need apply. I'm going to have to wash this whole arm after the show's over. I can't touch anything. But so right over there, about 5 or 6 feet in that direction is a piano. So I was thinking maybe Marcus could do a little show for us, maybe do a little, tickle the ivories a little bit. Yeah, it's not me. I'm, excuse me. If I play anything on the piano, it's usually like something like Mary Had a Little Lamb, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, that kind of thing. But here's the fun part, though. I actually, although I can't read music, if you give me enough time, I can usually peck away at the notes long enough to figure it out. Like I can play Mission Impossible. I can do, 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 do. That's a tough one because the notes are slightly off. It's not like a normal song, but I can do that. I can, do a number of different songs where I'll just start pecking away at the keys. And then after 5 minutes or so, I'm playing the song. Now I can't do both hands and, do that kind of stuff. I'm definitely not like a Bob Jackson, yeehaw. It definitely has nothing to worry about with this guy concerned as far as trying to take over in any kind of capacity at the River Roost. Not going to happen. He's definitely got me covered on that. He's let's see. Katie says I can play the piano. I've been playing since I was 5. That's cool. That is cool. Yeah, like I said, I can play the flutophone, recorder, whatever you want to call it. Again, just very simple songs. I have been told, though, this is interesting. One time I had access to a saxophone and I was able to hit apparently a really low note on the saxophone, which I guess you can only hit if you're like sort of an experienced saxophonist. I'd never played a saxophone in my life. I hit this low note and they were like, "Ooh, wow, that's pretty good." That you can't, most people can't do that. So maybe I do have some talent. Who knows? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, and that was part of the possible plan, was maybe the King George song. He's actually been pecking away at that one a little bit. He's been doing pretty good at it too, actually. Katie says she does classical music and Disney. That's cool. I like some classical music, absolutely, and I've obviously love Disney music. And chopstick. I was going to say that is not right, T9. You can play chopsticks. Yes, chopsticks. I can handle that too. That's about the extent of my piano talent. So anyway, I think we need to spin the wheel again. What do you think? I think it's time to spin the wheel one more time. And we'll see what we get here. Excuse me. But before we do that, excuse me, I think I'm a little parched. And it's been over an hour. Well, it's been an hour, almost exactly an hour. And I think it's time for this. Gaston. And of course, kill the beast. Kill the beast. There we go. Okay. Anyway, Tony says, love the 40 Fingers Quartet Disney rendition. Okay, that's a little bit probably beyond my capabilities. And yes, Gaston, of course, and Kill the Beast. Always got to try and get that in at least once every show, if I remember, which I almost always do, because I always get thirsty. Okay, so let's see if we can pull this back up here. Okay, so we've lost a couple of entries now because we did several of them. So now we're left with, looks like Magic Kingdom, Ride Maintenance, Hollywood Studios, and Epcot. I really don't know what we're going to talk about if we get any of these topics, but we'll just give it a shot. See what happens. And I don't know, can you hear, like I actually supposedly have the sound coming from the device, but let me know if you actually hear anything when I spin the wheel, because I'm not hearing it here. But again, I don't have my own feedback coming out. So let's see what happens. Ready? Here we go. Looks like Epcot. Of course it is. Of course it is. So with that, anyone have any Epcot topics they'd like to talk about? Anything at all? Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure that good. So you guys could hear the sound effects from that window. So that's good. And I just want to make sure it did it right. If I wanted to, I could actually, put my earbuds in and do some, feed the speakers back to myself without getting any echo or any feedback. But I just didn't. Yeah. Okay, good. Katie heard it too. Mary saying Epcot is kind of sad from what I hear. The front is all walled. I know you're like taking pictures at Spaceship Earth, and all I keep seeing are these walls and stuff up there. Yeah, and that's saying many of the stores are closed. Yeah, Epcot sort of front part of it's a little depressing, from what I've heard. Again, haven't been able to make it down there, so couldn't tell you for sure. I'm going to do this here. There we go. So, but interesting thing is, as Hollywood Crawford points out, she's asking about Ratatouille. When is it going to open? I mean, I think the plan is still 2021, but with the whole COVID thing, with the budgetary cuts, with all that's been going on, that's a very, very, very good question. I mean, we could try and look it up. I know Mary, she's probably already looking it up. She's probably got the answer before I'm even thinking about it. Yeah, Mary's saying, yeah, I mean, I saw walls and mouse gear in the new location. Yeah, they closed all that stuff off. Excuse me. You got the Coca-Cola thing, that Club Cool, it's been closed for quite a while. I don't know whether they're going to reopen or not. Katie says, yes, I was there a few days ago. Yeah, you have to let us know, Katie, how much it was walled off, or what's open, what's closed. They do have, Steve mentioned, the Food and Wine Festival, which they actually extended it longer. It's longer this year than any previous year, although I think the scope of it is a little bit pulled back from what I'm hearing. Not quite as big and grand, but they are running it longer than usual. Mary says, yeah, they haven't said anything about Ratatouille. Yeah, it's, she says it was supposed to be fall 2020. Yeah, I got to imagine it's not going to be till 2021 at this point. But if they do, I mean, at least it's conceivable they'll have it up for the 50th anniversary, which would be nice. That would be really cool to at least see that for the 50th. Callum saying, will Epcot ever get finished to have they want with the cutbacks on future things for a while? Yeah, I mean, it's up for debate, Callum. I mean, right now there's so much that, like, between that Magic Kingdom, there some the Tron coaster, I completely forgot about Guardians of the Galaxy, that whole thing. I don't know what's going on with that. Quite a bit of stuff is really up for grabs now, as far as when it's going to open. So yeah, Katie saying she's going in a few weeks. Mary's saying, yeah, the original Club Cool with the ice. Yes. Believe it or not, we do have, me and Marcus did a Club Cool challenge. We called it the Extreme Beverly Challenge. And we each took like 3 or 4 glasses and gulped them down. And the looks on our faces is worth watching, if for nothing else. Just watch our faces. I'm just having fun tonight. That's all. Like I said, one of the things I would do when we get a studio set up is I wouldn't have a light up here which shines through this thing, which casts a weird shadow on my face. I can do it like that. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. But it's still there. I can still see the shadow. Me and my shadow. Sort of like Peter Pan. Yeah, so we've got that out there. Yeah, Food and Wine is kind of lame, is what Mary is hearing as well. Just not as big of a deal as they've done previous years, although it is longer this year. Yeah, first it was summer 2020. Holly's saying, fingers crossed for beginning of January. Is that when you're heading out there, Holly? Sounds like you might be. And if you are, I will hope for you that, yes, they have it ready and working and up and running, and you can do, get on the Ratatouille ride. I'll tell you what, it'll be open the week you go there. It's going to be open when you're there. They're going to open up just for you, just so you can ride it. Katie says a lot, walled off in Epcot. They're doing a lot of stuff there. Yeah, this is true. Beach Club basically, considered a Epcot resort. So why not? We can bring that into the topic as well. Doesn't even have an opening date yet. Yeah, and I know they're having issues with, the Stormalong Bay with the sand. They got the sand swimming pool, and they haven't opened that. It's just a mess. Just a mess. We got to get rid of this virus thing. We got to get it behind us because we got to get back to normal life. Anyone heard anything about when dining plans are coming back? Another good question, and probably one that's, I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I could predict that one. Preview area in Epcot, I heard they took off Mary Poppins. Yeah, that Mary Poppins was supposed to be coming out, which still surprises me. I mean, Mary Poppins was one of the greatest Disney movies ever, one of the greatest movies, period, ever. And they never had a ride. I mean, okay, they have meet and greet with her, 1900 Park Fair, but they never, they never had a ride or a special attraction for Mary Poppins. That just seems like there would be so much they could do with that. They had that little snippet in the Great Movie Ride, which is gone. Don't make me cry. Anyway, yeah. So why not a Mary Poppins ride? Now they finally start to put one together, and it's on hold. Anyway, yeah. So comments about the ride vehicles for Ratatouille looking cute. Yeah, I've seen those online as well. They are pretty cool looking. Katie's saying, I really wish the space restaurant was opened up. Yeah, that's another one. Toss up. Who knows what the Epcot is just, this topic is turning into a real downer. I don't want to finish a show off with this topic. Oh, come on. And Annette is saying that, please be safe in South Carolina. Sounds like hurricane is starting to get a little stronger again. Not a good thing. Well, I'm really behind on the comments because I don't have a co-host here helping me with them. Yes, good. Going in January. Hopefully that stays. Oh my goodness. Yeah, more like the week after. Column saying videos I have seen on the Diz say Epcot has lost its atmosphere with the new rules. Yeah, I mean it's there's still the cast members are doing everything they can to try and keep the magic going. Yeah, it's a tough situation all around right now. They're playing Parcheesi. They're playing Parcheesi, so they're rolling the dice and making lots of noise. And oh my goodness! So yeah, and Mary, that's true. Too many lifeguards. Way too many lifeguards, just even in that one special area, the sandy area. So yeah, Mary, I think I agree. This is depressing time to spin. I think we'll do one more spin for the night, which I think we're actually down to maybe one or two, like 2-3 topics left. Steve saying, we heard another point of view on Storm Along. It takes, that's what Mary was mentioning about the 14 lifeguards. Mary Poppins should be done for all the people that love that movie. It should be. It has to happen. Make it happen, Disney. Finish it up. And yeah, Katie, I did love the Great Movie Ride. That's why I have a video of that on our YouTube channel too, because I do, myself included, I will go to it periodically just to watch it, just to reminisce about the good times that I and my family had on that over the years. Mary's saying, I think that Mary Poppins has come off the table before. Yeah. Hopefully, they just got to get it done. Your co-host is rehearsing. Yeah, I don't know what exactly. He is studying though. He's actually doing some biology stuff right now. He's trying to get some stuff he needs to finish up today for classes. When you're homeschool, I mean, you sort of do stuff all the time, but he's a little behind right now. But yeah, dissected a shark last week. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Holly's saying Epcot is not pretty right now, but will be. Yeah, and I can't wait to see what everything looks like after they finish all the construction. Lots of good things in the works and stuff that got put on hold we have to look forward to. So maybe just a little longer, but it'll be there sometime. Mary says, I just hope they can keep it safe there so they increase capacity and make some money. Yeah, you got to make money to keep expanding and keep adding and keep making new things that make us all excited. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do one more spin. We'll do a quick spin here. If I can switch back over to it. Give me 1 second. There we go. There we go. So let us go back. We're going to remove that one now. So that's gone. So we're left with Hollywood Studios, the ride maintenance, and Magic Kingdom. Let's see what we get. We'll just talk for maybe about another 10 more minutes, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. Here we go. Ta-da! So it looks like we are good with Magic Kingdom. So we're going to finish the show up with Magic Kingdom. I'm going to go bounce back over here. There we go. And I'll take that off of there. Cool. Okay. So Magic Kingdom it is. You know, Magic Kingdom. Let's see what's it. Oh yeah, Holly's saying. Well, on that note, Mary, Disneyland needs to open ASAP. Yeah, and that's the thing a lot of people forget about is the fact that Disneyland was due to open up July 18th, 17th, something like that, and that got canceled altogether, and we're still waiting. So people on the West Coast are still sitting there like Holly, waiting for that to happen. So let's see what else we got here. My mouse is acting flaky. So I'm going to do, it's a good thing I have two mice. Yeah, this is weird. So I'm doing a left-handed mouse and a right-handed mouse. So yeah, Mary's saying Stan must have left since Marcus left. Yeah. I mean, what else is there to watch? I mean, it's just me. Yeah, I know those poor CMs, what they are doing. Yeah, I mean, it's just, they're trying to do as much as they can within the boundaries that they have right now. Not an easy task at all. Oh, geez. Yeah. Steve is saying I wouldn't hold your breath, Holly, with your governor out there in California to get things reopened. As far as Disneyland is concerned. Katie says, I love the new look of Cinderella Castle. Okay, so good. You're bringing us into the Magic Kingdom topic. So that's, I have heard that the pictures don't do it justice. I've heard that, and personally right now, I mean, I'm seeing the pictures and I'm not loving it. I mean, I'm sure when I see it in person, I'm going to be like, wow, that looks really, really cool. But the pictures I'm seeing, I don't know, it just seems too dark blue. It just seems, now I know it'll probably fade a little bit in the hot and relentless Florida sun. But yeah, I'm not thrilled, but I get it. I think I think it's going to look really nice in person. Let's see here. Yeah. So Holly's saying, yeah, we're trying to remove him. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And that says the castle looks beautiful. Yes, we know July 17th. Okay. Yeah. I knew it was somewhere in that time frame. I was pretty close. I think I might've hit one of the days. Mary says the castle looks nice. We're talking about Magic Kingdom here still as our topic, and that is saying that Tron is really coming along. I'm looking forward to that one. I am really looking forward to that one. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed Tron, the second movie, way more than the first one. First one was okay. Second one, though, I mean, I thought that was pretty darn amazing. So I'm looking forward to that light cycle ride. That's going to be fun. Yeah, and that is, or Katie is saying yes, it does not. It is more beautiful in person. So you're just giving me that much more reason to make sure I somehow make it down to Disney before this year is out. Somehow, some way. I don't know how. I don't know where. I don't know when. Yeah, Mary's saying the same thing. I think it is better in person, and the blue is going to fade fast. Yes, with that sun, I believe it. And Holly's saying that she loves the gold. And that's, yeah, I actually sort of like the way they did that with the two-tone, with more of the gray down at the bottom, and then the sort of like the rose gold, whatever sort of looking thing up at the top. I think that does help set off the turrets in the lower portion of the castle from the upper portion. I definitely like that. That I think was really cool. And yeah, with the blue probably fading at some point. I agree. I think the blue will probably fade out a little bit, but you know how Disney is. I mean, they keep up with refurbishing things pretty quickly. You know, we all know those cranes that are there half the year at the Magic Kingdom working on the castle, but there's Jack laughing in the background. But so they'll probably keep up with that, you know, that new blue look for quite a while, I think, even with it fading. I think they'll keep up on it. Yeah, Katie is also excited about the new Tron ride, but has never seen the Tron movies. That's interesting. So you're excited about the ride, but you've never seen the movies. And same with Nanette. Wow. I'll tell you what, if you watch the original movie, it's very, very dated. I mean, the special effects on it are pretty laughable by today's standards. But it was a first attempt at like a completely computer animated sort of, you know, mixed. It was like a big step in what they tried to do. I'm trying to be polite, but it's dated. It's very dated. But the new movie takes that and just amps it up, and it's actually pretty cool. It's a really good show. The music by Daft Punk, I think, are really good songs. You know, sort of techno type music. I enjoy those songs. I actually listen to them on my iPhone. I'll put like a little, you know, Pandora music feed up with, you know, some of the music from Tron and that kind of thing. So yeah, but the first movie was like, yeah, it was a little, yeah, it was a little weird. Yeah, and Holly's saying, I heard the Tron ride is awesome. Yeah, if you go, what was it, Shanghai, I believe, already has it from like a year or two ago. So I was glad to hear that they were putting it at Disney. I was surprised though, because I thought for sure, this is what I thought when they announced that they were bringing Tron to Walt Disney World. I thought for sure it would end up at Universe of Energy. That's what I thought the logical thing was, to put it there at Universe of Energy. Because when you think about it, there is really no, other than if you want to consider, you know, the GM thing. Why am I drawing a blank here? Test Track thing. Test Track is sort of coaster-like, but it's not really a coaster. There really is no coaster at Epcot. So I thought that would be a perfect fit in Future World, you know, because, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy is sort of like a future-ish version of Earth and other planets and, you know, our galaxy and stuff. So, but they didn't. They decided to put it at Magic Kingdom, which I'm okay with that too. I just couldn't see where it would fit there. I just like, how are they going to pigeonhole this? Where are they going to put it? But, you know, they figured it out. They took a little bit away from, you know, the old car ride there that they've got, and, you know, snuck it in between there and Space Mountain. So more power to them if they figured it out how they did it. I don't know, but I think it's pretty cool that they managed to find that, find a space for it there. And that, yeah, you probably could skip the first and go to the second, but you are going to miss some of the storyline. You know, on second thought, you might need to watch the first one, because the second one, I mean, if you know a little bit of the history, at least, of the characters from the first movie, it'll help if you just go straight to the second one. Yeah, it's your call. That really is. But you could probably get away with just seeing the second one if you at least find out the history of the first one, what happened. You know, just maybe read up on it a little bit without having to watch the movie. And yeah, Katie's saying I've seen videos of the Tron ride at Disney. Yeah, that's cool. Katie's saying I did not think Tron really fits at Magic Kingdom. And again, I mean, it's sort of future world, I guess, you know, or Tomorrowland, not future world. I was thinking, like I said, I thought future world at Epcot made sense, but Tomorrowland, I guess it sort of fits there. It's sort of futuristic. I guess it'll work. I can't believe we got so many people here that didn't see the Tron movies. So that's your assignment for next week. You need to watch the Tron movies. At least watch the first one if you want, or read up on it, and then watch the second one. And then tell me what you thought. Yeah, I see. Annette's saying the same thing. She thought it would fit better at Epcot. Sort of the opposite of what Katie was saying. She says she didn't think it fit at Magic Kingdom, which sort of means the same thing. That probably fits better at Epcot. Yes, Annette. Yes, I'm assigning homework. This is an educational show. It's a family show, and we're always trying to expand our audience's knowledge, their Disney IQ. I can't even say this with a straight face. And Mary says she's not really into it, but you know, I guess I could. It's up to you, Mary. You know, you want me to flunk you out, that's okay. You can get an F, but you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. No, I'm channeling Patty. Yes, I'm doing an educational show. And they're still rolling dice in there. I don't know. I think they're still playing Parcheesi or something. All I hear is they've got like a jar, one of those things where you shake the dice in a little can and then you roll it. Not making too much noise in the background, are they? I think I'm going to go play some with them. So Katie says that I know the history of Tron, but never seen the movies. Okay, so if you know the history, you might be able to skip the first one, go right to the second one. Yes, Mary. F. Marked with an F. I'm sorry. And Holly's saying I have to pay attention to my kids now. Have a good evening. I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go maybe play a last game or two here before it gets too much later here. But yeah, Mary, she does. She gives out the homework on the Thursday show. The horror. No, T9, I haven't done the. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll see what happens. You guys need to do your homework. And I guess with that, I'm going to do one more sip. Gaston. Had to do that because I have to prepare for the final song of the night. Without Marcus. Man, the kid's a talent. I'll tell you that much. You know, he's singing the King George. My goodness, what's going on in there? Jack's just having a ball. But yeah, so you know, a couple weeks ago he's singing the King George songs, and you know, now I can't even get him to sing the closing song. Anyway, if you would like, Mary, you could watch the Tron movies. It's entirely up to you. If you want to watch the first one and the second one, it is sci-fi. I don't know that you're into sci-fi stuff. So, you know, if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. Just remember, you will get an F. That's all. Okay. And with that, we'll bid you adieu. We'll say goodnight. Make sure Grandma gets to bed tonight okay. And I guess it's time to sing our song. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. MIC. See you real soon. KY. Why? Because we like you. MOUSE. Like how I hit those high notes. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so good night, everybody. Have a magical week, and we hopefully will see you next Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, share with your friends, share our YouTube, share our Twitter and Instagram, which I've been really bad at not doing anything on lately. And we will see you. Be safe, especially you guys on the East Coast. Be safe out there, and have a good week. Goodbye.